This is a Steam greenlight trailer. This is a Steam greenlight trailer for ForGrey, aka Jump Scare Simulator. Here we see something taken from the internet that is a bit creepy. Here's more screaming. Oh, it's gone. Oh, that was it. They felt that was enough to sell the game to you. ForGrey, coming soon. Yeah. So it's just corridors and monsters that screech at you. Interspersed, I guess, with footage taken from someone's website. That's good, isn't it? Screaming and creepypasta are really all you need to make a worthwhile working game. Let's have a look at the Steam page for it, shall we? Now, I think my favourite part of the description is the first bit lists the improvements, and the first improvement is fixed a bug causing the game. I mean, I know that's not their intention, but it wouldn't be wrong if that's what they meant literally. Fixed a bug causing the game. But they have done things here. They've added more levels, they fixed the story, they added Screamer, because from the looks of that trailer, if there's one thing they needed more of, it's things that scream. More monsters, new psychedelics, so that's all good. They've apologised for the bad translation. I forgive you. I fully forgive you. Let's read the description of the actual game. ForGrey, single-player game, in the genre horror. Man named John Velson woke up in a strange room. Explore for its attempts to get and understand what was going on. He will stumble on many psychological and scary rooms, incomprehensible creatures who will try to stop him. Passing many rooms, character will remember moments of his that he was feeling. Be home or wake up in the same dorm. So that's scary, isn't it? Here's a bit of advice. How do I put this in a way that isn't just me saying, don't be shit? But horror games, right, have become quite popular on the internet. About half of the greenlight trailers I do are for, like, some new fucking horror game. And a lot of them seem to think that horror is just take a bunch of monsters, probably Unity assets, hodgepodge monsters with no artistic cohesion, as you see here. They all look like random character models. Throw them in corridors and have them yell at you. That's not scary, that's just annoying. You see, these games follow in the wake of something like Amnesia, Penumbra, all that kind of thing. And what they fail to realise is the scary bit isn't just the monster going after you going, bah! I mean, Amnesia, for example, a large portion of the early part of that game is sans monster. There are no monsters in it. It's just tension, it's this slow creeping build, this sense of dread, this feeling like something isn't right. It breaks down your resolve and opens you up, leaves you raw and vulnerable, so that when the monster finally does arrive, you're kind of already in a bit of a fucked up state. And that's what makes it so effective. I mean, you know, I love that the YouTube boom helped Amnesia, and obviously all of the people screaming at Amnesia popularised horror again. But by focusing just on the jump scares and the screaming, I feel a lot of what made that game and what makes a lot of horror work was forgotten, like lost in translation somewhere, to the point where we only remember the screaming now. That's all we recall when we think of Amnesia and think of other horror games. We don't think about atmosphere, tension, we don't think about pacing. I mean, I talk about pacing a lot when I review a game. It's crucial to making a game work. Just a series of jump scares is a fucking, you know, a fairground haunted house. It's not horror per se, and that's why these games fail to produce anything worthwhile, and it's why people lash out at the idea of jump scares themselves. I'm not against jump scares. I think jump scares are valuable. I did a really old Jimquisition once defending them, but jump scares are not they're not the golden goose, as it were. They don't exist on their own. They don't stand alone as a single thing. They work in tandem with atmosphere, pacing, tension. You build up to them. They're not their own thing. They're one tool in the toolbox, and if that's all you've got in the toolbox, I mean, you're trying to build a house with a fucking spanner. So don't do that. Actually work on on more than that. If your trailer is just a bunch of random looking fucking bargain basement necromorphs going bah at me, I'm gonna think that you don't understand what horror is. Okay? That's friendly advice from me to you. Take it for what it's worth, you know, take it or leave it. You're gonna leave